What's up there, YouTubers? I'm Barry, and this is my Derevi Imperial Tactician deck. What makes Derevi cool is he can enter the battlefield at any time for 4 mana. He has another cool ability, is when he enters the battlefield, or when a creature deals combat damage, Derevi untaps a permanent. Right, we're going to start with our lands. First of all, we have Shrine to Nyx. Remember this land? This land later on will be one of our combo pieces for infinite mana. Now, we just have some basic lands. Just gain 1 life. When you got a forest or a plains, it enters untapped. Just a gate. Just another gate. Scryland, Filterland. When it enters, gain 1 life. Fetch land. Now we have this, which means we have no infinite hand. We have infinite hand size. Now we have this. Tap, add 2 mana. Search for land. Becomes any land. Target creature becomes unblockable. So really basic mana base for the funds. 3 plains. 6 islands. 7 forests. You'll notice we only run 30 odd mana. We don't really need any more mana than that in this deck. I found any more floods it too much. We'll start with our spells next. So we'll start with ramp. We have a Kadama's Reach, Farseek, Rampant Growth. This is amazing. Basically, search for how many lands you have out, or search for that many basic lands. So that sort of speeds the game up mid-range. We usually hit that about turn 4, turn 5 at the most. Explosive Veggies. And then we've got another mana ramp. Some draw card. Some draw card, but it gets shuffled back in. Some more draw card. On the draw card, like, going for any more cards in blue generally tends to cost more, so we just jump across to green for a green draw card. Sphinx's Rev. Supreme Verdict, just to wipe the field every now and again. Basically Rift, awesome. Rite of Replication, always handy to have someone else's creatures, or just handy to copy your own creatures. And Ghostly Flicker. We'll put Ghostly Flicker and this to one side. Next of all, we'll have our enchantments and our artifacts. We don't really run many of these, so we'll have an O-Ring, an Aura Shards, and a D-Sphere. These two you can bounce around with Venser. So handy for early game and even handier for late game. You don't mind giving them their stuff back if you take their consecrated things, for God's sake. Next of all, we have this. We can play anything for flash. Flickers a creature at the beginning of our end step. And then copy, basically, ability, triggered ability. So, really simple. Next of all, we have our Planeswalkers. My decks tends to be more Planeswalk heavy than most Derevi decks I've seen, but why not? We're running green, white, blue. So we'll start off with Kiora, Crashing Wave. She's amazing, does the job. Other Kiora, not as good, but always handy to have, 3/8/8. Jace, some handy draw card, and later game, You know, take something out of your deck, take something out of their deck. We have a Garruk, untap your land, get some beasties every now and again. Gideon, destroy a creature and keep yourself safe for a couple of turns. You don't really use the minus. Venser, flicker a permanent, comes back in your end step. Or don't forget, your creatures are unblockable, which is handy. We have Tamia the Moon Sage. Keep a creature tapped, draw a card, and then her ultimate is what you're aiming for, which is anything that goes to your graveyard comes back to your hand. Handy. Elspeth, pump a few tokens out, destroy anything with power greater than 4. Don't really use it for that, it's just a token pump. Keep yourself safe. You use him for his minus ability for the 4 lands, which is so handy. And his +1's not too bad. And then we have a Khan, which is Khan. Everybody loves dropping Khan. Right. Now we've got past that part of the deck. We'll jump into our creatures. We'll start off with enter the battlefield abilities. So we have Wall of Omens, Coiling Oracle, this dude, basically mana ramp, Exile, he shouldn't be in that section, another Exile, when a creature enters, put counts on him for how strong he is, his power. When he enters, draw, search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tap. When he dies, draw a card. We need to put this down here, Echo Mage, Archamancer, because he's part of our combo. Next, we have a Wall, which lets you get a card back, a spell back from your graveyard. Drifter, draw 2, always handy. Him, paired with Deadeye Navigator, is infinite mana. Rumtusk, gain life, pump beasts out, always handy. Destroy land, that is basic land, any land, handy as. Armada Worm, pump tokens out. Sun Titan, bring your stuff back from your graveyard, always handy. Frost Titan, keep their stuff tapped on their turn, handy for defense. Avenger of Zendika, always handy to have some more dudes to block. And landfall, when you're pumping out so much land, is unbelievable. Next of all, we'll have our flicker creatures. We have Flicker Wisp, Miss Meta Witch, Brago, Rune, and Deadeye. I am currently missing one of the main flicker creatures. I can't remember her now. Basically, she's an angel, and when she enters, flicker a non-angel token. You'll probably see it on the other videos on YouTube. Next of all, we'll have our clones. So we have clone, and clone that gives you clones every turn. Dropping that, and then cloning that for clones is ridiculous. Right, we'll drop our clone down here, because that's part of our second infinite mana combo, or infinite spell combo, whichever way you want to work about it. It's not too bad. Now we've got some utility creatures. Give me a sec. So, we have Consecrated Sphinx, always handy to draw some extra cards. Medamai, always handy to take an extra turn. This dude's quite a workhorse late game. Always handy to get your creatures back from the graveyard. Always handy to untap your dudes, or like your ability, like him. Wall of No, because you know. it's not getting past. Thassa, God of the Sea. This dude's won me so many games, it's unbelievable. Just dropping him early game, and then, I don't know, when you got like 6 lands, 6 creatures, just swinging in and going, and they're like, oh, it's just a couple of 1/1s, I'll block, just take the field away. Then we have another god, Aurelia, drawing cards in their turn, drawing cards in your turn, no maximum hand size, draw 2 cards, banking mana, and profit. If you liked my video, please drop some comments. I know it's pretty quick, but this is my first ever YouTube video, so it's going to be different. This combo is unbelievable. Check it out.